during reverse thrust operation. Each engine is equipped with 4 pivoting blocker doors that are deployed hydraulically to deflect the fan airflow forward to provide reverse thrust. Only the fan airflow is deflected forward. The primary airflow continues to flow normally during reverse thrust operations. Click the thrust lever on this frame to view the operation of the reverser. The thrust reverser on each engine is controlled by the respective FADEC. Thrust reverse can only be selected on the ground. The FADEC provides engine protection for all engine operations. The green hydraulic system powers the engine 1 reverser, and the yellow hydraulic system powers the engine 2 reverser. The thrust reverser components are shown on this diagram. You can click the small thrust lever to watch the system operate. Reverser latching levers are normally down as shown. In the down position, the thrust levers cannot be pulled aft of the idle stop. To select reverse thrust, the reverser latching levers are raised, and then the thrust levers are pulled aft beyond the idle stop. The amount of reverse thrust depends on the aft movement of the thrust levers. Don't worry about exceeding the maximum thrust levels because the FADECs ensure the engines operate within limits. The hydraulic control unit, or HCU, controls the hydraulic flow to the reverser actuators. Hydraulic pressure through the HCU and the direction of the pressure to deploy or stow the reversers is controlled by FADEC A and B channels. The A and B FADEC channels normally operate together, but only one channel is required to operate the system. To deploy the reversers, the LGCIUs must sense that both main gear struts are compressed, and a reverse signal from the thrust lever angle must be received from at least one spoiler elevator computer, or SEC. SEC 1 or 2 for engine 1, and SEC 1 or 3 for engine 2. Additionally, before deployment is complete, the FADEC ensures that reverse thrust is at idle. The system has an auto restow function that operates whenever the engine is running. It will automatically command a reverser to stow if reverse thrust is not selected and at least one blocker door is not stowed. Auto restow is inhibited in flight and on the ground when the N1 is greater than 70%. The system also has an idle protection function that automatically selects idle thrust if any of these 3 conditions exist. The 4 blocker doors are detected unstowed, or at least one blocker door is detected unstowed, and the hydraulic pressure is detected in the HCU downstream of the pressurizing valve, or the door position is indefinite, and the hydraulic pressure is detected in the HCU downstream of the pressurizing valve. When reverse thrust is selected, the reverse limit mode displays max reverse and reverse displays in amber during transition. The reverse display changes to green when the reverser is fully deployed. The opposite sequence of display occurs when the reversers are stowed. On this frame, the thrust levers may be clicked to deploy and stow the reversers. Try this action a few times and notice the sequence of indications that appear on the EWD. The EWD caution message of engine 1 or 2 reverse unlock will display with a single chime if one or more reverser doors are not locked in the stowed position in flight or on the ground when there is no reverser deploy order. This message is inhibited for flight phase 8. The EWD caution message of engine 1 or 2 reverse pressurized will display with a single chime if a reverser system is pressurized while the reverser doors are stowed and locked with no deploy order. This message is inhibited for flight phases 4, 5, and 8.